welcome back to the second video in our follow-up range report series. In this one, we're going to be going over the other Monstrum scope that I picked up. This one is the 1.5 to 4 times Monstrum tactical scope. You can see the model number. It's S15424-R-RG. That's for red or green reticle. I brought this one out this past weekend to the range to test it out, see how it was. I know I had a user request, so I figured I'd go ahead and make sure to get that done. And now I had this one on my IWI Tavor X95, so it was firing a 223-556 round. I think it was American Eagle I was firing. Now, as far as the scope itself, it worked great. The base locked up on the Picatinny rails, did not come loose whatsoever while firing, and it fired really well. The sight picture, it stayed exactly where I adjusted it to. The flip-up sights, or the flip-up sight covers, they did not move around, they didn't flop, they did not fall off, so that was excellent. The adjustment covers are nice and snug, they do not loosen. None of the glass popped out, it all stayed intact, and the zoom on it worked very, very well. I was able to sight this in and around 50 yards or so and get a nice grouping in there. I still need to go out to do a little bit more testing with it, but after putting, I'd say, about 200 rounds downrange on it, this scope works out really well. It's easy to use. The sight relief on it, you want to put it a little bit forward on the rifle so you don't pop yourself in the hat. I did that a couple times. But it's raised high enough so you can get a good sight down it while you're on the cheek weld. The illumination works very well on it. Of course, I was shooting during the day, so I didn't really need the illumination, but it does work quite well, and it did work after firing. You don't need to use Loctite, or at least I didn't. The screws holding it to the base held it nice and firm. The screws holding the scope to the base itself were nice and firm as well, so no loosening there. I know this is one of the things that happens a lot with these. Now, as far as the reticle, you have your standard crosshair, but you do have sight risers, or I should say notches, to help you with the sight. I'm actually going to put in a image overlay here so you have an idea of what I'm talking about as far as how the sight works. It's kind of neat when you really get down to it. But I really enjoyed shooting with this. Of course, I shot at Iron Sight 2 to test out. I was doing pretty good. I still want to get a laser bore sight and get everything a little bit more accuracy and improve my grouping even better. But all in all, it was a great sight. For the money especially, I'd say this thing worked out really well. I have not had the best luck with scopes in the past, so I was worried that this was going to go horribly well, or horrible, and waste a lot of money, but that didn't end up happening. Works great. Stayed in one piece, which is always an important thing, so you can tell I've had bad luck on that. But I really quite enjoyed it. It was fun to shoot. It looks great on the rifle. It's compact, so it doesn't take up too much room. So you don't have a giant piece of glass hanging off the top of it that people might want to think about using as a handle to hold the rifle. But all in all, I was very impressed. I do believe I'll be trying out some more Monstrum tactical scopes and sights to see if they all are high quality. These ones seem to be so far, for it's not like a Bushnell or a Leopold, something like that. It's kind of an off-brand from Amazon, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out really well. Of course, I'm going to be putting it through its paces every time I go out to the range, testing it out. If something happens and it does break, then of course I will be reporting that on here, showing pictures of what happened and explaining it. Of course, calling customer support. But as of right now, that's not needed whatsoever. So very happy with my purchase, and if you're interested in one, I would highly suggest it. But that's all I have for it for now. If you liked the video, feel free to like it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And other than that, I hope you're having a great one wherever you're at, morning, evening, afternoon, because it's an evening here, about 9 p.m. But I hope you have a good one, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.